Well, here in Omaha, one local museum honors Black history all year, and they're doing it in an unconventional way. KETV News Watch 7's Quinicia Fraser takes us to Mama's Attic, where thousands of dolls from different periods of Black history are set in scene.
More than 3,000 dolls fill 3 rooms that make up Mama's Attic Museum off 42nd and Center.
Mama's Attic started as me trying to pay homage to my mother's legacy.
LaVon Stennis Williams says her mother would collect artifacts of Black history, including Aunt Jemima or Mammy figurines.
She felt we should not be ashamed of this lady, which we refer to as Aunt Jemima or the Mammy figure.
And that's one of the first sections you'll find in the museum.
So the caricature that many people ridicule or feel is a stereotype was actually an enslaved woman that was very instrumental in the Underground Railroad in terms of helping people get to freedom.
And Mama's Attic is about so much more than just dolls. In this museum, you'll find physical artifacts of Black history, like this newspaper clipping about desegregation in public schools.
And there's other artifacts in there that talks about the Jim Crow, the pre-Jim Crow, pre-Civil Rights era.
Also feature dolls from the 1800s with little to no facial features.
We see how dolls were first made, the simplicity of just maybe a sock with a piece of yarn tied around for a neck area.
As time progressed, Stennis Williams says features started to become more defined.
We went from being almost faceless and nameless to actually reflecting as human beings.
You can see that reflection in dolls made in the 20th century.
So this is after World War II. Every little girl wanted to be a nurse, and the nurse dolls were very popular.
Cartoonist Jackie Orms came to Lincoln, Nebraska to create this doll with the Terry Lee Doll Company.
Called Patty Jo, that was to honor her main character in her comic strip called Torchy Brown.
And there's a whole annex dedicated to Mattel's famous Barbie. Stennis Williams says the first official Black Barbie was launched in 1980.
The first dolls, the first Black versions of those dolls were not allowed to be called Barbie because people wouldn't purchase them. So they were called Francie and Christy and then Julia.
Some items in the museum are figurines of caricatures once used to dehumanize Black Americans.
They would oftentimes characterize or exaggerate their facial features and even the skin tones.
Stennis Williams says many of the figurines were donated.
At one time, people collected these as more of a status to see who had the most gross caricature. To now you have generations who are saying, no, I do not want this in my home, and do you want it in your museum?
She says acknowledging the past is how we create a brighter future.
Working together, we can evolve into a more wholesome America.
In Omaha, Quinicia Fraser, KETV News Watch 7.